All right, guys. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I got a trade recap for y'all for December 23rd on NQ Futures. I'm going to break down how I approached the market, what I was looking for, how I executed, and the lesson I took from that day. So, this recap is about the process, not the profit. Even though we made some good money on if you took it, you took it. But I know I made some good money this day on both directions. Well, I didn't take the shorts. Anyway, let's get into the trade. Um, as always, and I'm not gonna go through that on this video because I made a video about it already. I do my top-down analysis from the daily time frame, the 4-hour time frame, the hour time frame. Boom, 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 boom. Always got to do that. Starting with the higher time frame, NQ was respecting overall structure, but we were trading into an area where I expected reaction. No matter that, I was waiting. Trust me. When I marked it up, I saw it. I said, "Ooh, okay." We had a new week opening gap right here, a 4-hour fair value gap right here, a 1-hour fair value gap right here, as well as the previous day low right here. This zone, I wanted to price to trade into it just so I could long to the session highs. If price wanted to trade here to go back to the session highs to take those out first, then I was looking to short down to this area. Okay. However, if price wanted to come to this zone first, trade here, then I wanted to take it all the way to the previous day high. Okay. So those are my two main areas of interest going into the day. Price was approaching a key zone right here where liquidity had not been fully dealt with yet. So from the jump, I wasn't in a rush. I was letting NQ come to me. And that's how I try to enforce myself to trade daily instead of just entering in the middle of the zones. I make sure I identify 3 key levels or 3 zones I prefer to trade in. And this was one major one. Once price traded into my area of interest, I dropped down to the lower time frame. Okay, so this is the hour time frame. I'm already like, okay, boom, I like it so far. So I go down to the 5-minute time frame. Look for displacement, breaker structure, or a clean entry model. After liquidity was taken and structure shifted, this retrace was my entry. It wasn't the first move, not the impulse, but the confirmation that I wanted to see. Okay, we had a 5-minute pull up and then it retraced it back. It never passed this low. I'm in the trade. I'm buying. My stop loss is at the previous 5-minute swing low, right underneath it. You want to give it a little breathing room, but not like all the way down here. You get what I'm saying? It's a stop loss that doesn't make sense. If price decides to break through this point, then we're going to dig down deeper for more liquidity before we reverse. Okay. Because we're still in this zone we have. We're still in this new week opening gap, this 1-hour fair value gap, this 4-hour fair value gap. We're trading underneath the previous day low. It's a big zone. You get what I'm saying? So if you want to catch the trade early, try to have a type stop loss. Yeah. Your stop loss is not based on how much money you want to lose. Let me say that again. Your stop loss is not based on how much money you want to lose. Your stop loss is based on what makes sense with the market. That's it. So if you don't like this stop loss because it's $175 and you only want to risk $101, then you need to change your contract size. That's it. That's it. Don't adjust your stop loss because of the amount of money you're losing. Change your contracts. Simple as that. Back into this trade. My TP will be the session highs and the previous day high. Let me go. My stop loss was based on structure, not based off how much I wanted to risk. That part is key when trading in Q because she will wick you out and stop you out if you lazy because she don't care about your feelings. Okay? Let's get into this trade management. So once I enter my trade based off the retrace, the 5 minute pull up and the retrace right here, stop loss at the previous 5 minute swing low. I go down to the 1 minute or the 15 second, whichever one floats your boat. And I look for a break of structure or a fair value gap. I see a fair value gap here. And again, I'm not too much going over fair value gaps and how I mark up my charts because I did that in my previous videos. So make sure you check those out if you are a bit confused. So now what I'm looking for, now that I'm in my trade, I want to see this fair value gap get respected to keep going higher. I want to see price go up in here, down right there, dig back in it, and then go higher. That's what I want to see happen to continue longs. Okay. So we're going to let it play out. Okay. Price is tapping into that 1 minute fair value gap, trading underneath the previous day low as well. And do you see why stop loss placement is important? Okay. Still in our key zone. Still in our key zone. The only reason I didn't cut this trade because we are still in our key zone and it did not hit my stop loss. Trading trading into that 1 minute fair value gap at the moment. Traded on top of it. That's what I like to see. Once I saw that, that was my other confluence to enter more trades. It did not stop me out at my stop loss. It got near it. It didn't stop me out. So I'm like, oh, bet we going higher. I like this trade. Traded into the 1 minute fair value gap. Traded underneath the previous day low. Currently trading above the previous day low. Okay. This is the 5 minute time frame here. Right. All right, this is market open at the moment. Once I saw it tap my highs, these are my session highs, my London high right here, my Asia high right here. I did take some profit off, and you gotta move fast with NQ. I I, I know we talked about this. You gotta move fast with NQ. I moved my position to break even, and my TP, my final TP was still the previous day high, so I kind of let the trade play out. And as the trade played out, I managed it intentionally. I took partials where it made sense, reduced risk, and let the rest play out without forcing anything. Okay. Now, once the session highs was hit, I did ask that anybody was looking for shorts because market and liquidity. It goes up to the session highs, took out the liquidity just to trade back down to this new week opening gap, this 1 hour fair value gap, and this 4 hour fair value gap. And it also touched the previous day low as well as our 1 minute fair value gap we had earlier. So I did enter this trade again on my live account and I did do 14 contracts. Okay. This is MNQ, by the way. My stop loss placement is very important at the previous 5 minute swing low. Okay. I don't look at the number that I'm risking. It's the stop loss I want. Okay. I like this stop loss. Of course, I don't want to risk $378. If that's the case, then I lower my contract size. But I like this stop loss. And my TP is still the same, the previous day high. because that did not get taken out. Okay. So again, let's play this out. So that's two trade opportunities that already occurred. You could have took the longs from pre-market. You could have shorted after market open, and you took the longs during a macro time, which is a lovely time to trade as well. And you would have made money on both ways. So stop loss placement is very important. Once I saw price trading at the Asian lows, I took some off and I moved my stop loss to break even. Okay. Let's speed this up a bit. Now you're more than welcome to keep dragging your stop loss as you see fit, and you could always take more contracts off. Okay. And you can keep dragging. And I will be making another video pertaining to how you take contracts off, how you add more contracts and modify the number next to the stop loss and TP order. Because TradingView seemed like they did some updates, but that will be another video that I have to create while I'm live trading, because on demo or replay mode, it's not the same as if you're actively trading on your prop account or your live account. Okay. So, um, okay, yeah. As you get so close to TP, you just want to close it out. I mean, I get it. I get it. I would just drag more closer when it gets close to TP and don't hit TP. Me personally. Okay, TP hit. All right. The main lessons from December 23rd, this particular day, and any trading day, to be honest, let NQ come near levels. I always have area interest I want to trade, key levels I like to look at before I take a trade. And that helps me more maintain me just taking random trades, if that makes sense. Um, nobody likes trading in the middle because price can go either direction. It's best to have your key zones marked up before you take a trade. So when it gets to your area of interest, okay, bet I'm gonna take my trade right now. Respect session conditions. If it already got taken out, then wait for something else. You know what I'm saying? That's basically how that works. Trade structure, not emotions. If using this trade pre-market and you got nervous or frustrated, it was taking too long to play out, get it together. Your stop loss didn't get hit, take the trade. It's your first trade of the day. It's pre-market. Lower your risk. If you don't feel confident in it, if you do feel confident in it, take that trade. Is scare money don't make no money. One clean trade beats 5 forced trades. This was a clean setup because it had 4 plus confluences on why you should look for longs. If you felt like NQ was moving fast and you missed it, it's okay. Missing trades is part of discipline. You could have, if you missed the longs, you could have caught the shorts. It was still a setup. If you missed the shorts and then it came back and tapped into that same fair value gap and that new week opening gap and the previous day low, look for longs. So if you traded this with me, amazing, great execution. We were supposed to be live on a call doing this, but my trash Wi-Fi. I thought I was in longs. I think me and Mario entered around the same time. And my stop loss was my stop loss. And I never got stopped out. I didn't close my trade or anything. I just went ahead. I was eating breakfast, washing bottles, go do something. It's okay. Especially if it's pre-market. It's pre-market. Pre-market can do some crazy things. It can respect your stop loss or it can get stop loss. Or you can get stopped out. That's the point of reducing your risk when you trade pre-market. That's the point of managing your stop loss, where it's at, not about how much money you want to lose. If you didn't, go back and replay this session Mark it up and study why the setup work. That's how confidence is built through repetition and understanding, not chasing. So, again, I will make another video regarding how to take some profit off, modify the order, move stop loss, TP, and all that when I'm live trading because it's not the same as paper trading or demo trading. So be on the lookout for that. I will see y'all in my next session. Stay patient, stay disciplined, and trust the process because key zones is where it's at. Like mark up them zones. Write down where you want to take a trade at. And when it comes to those zones and you want to take the trade, take that trade. That's how you learn. Okay? Pay attention to that. Okay, bye.